Montana's news leader.
Good evening, I'm Jill Valley.
And I'm Dennis Bragg. Missoula police continue to investigate a shooting at a Missoula convenience store that happened early this morning, which injured 2 men.
The 2 suspects are still at large, while the motive unclear as to what led to this shooting. MTN's Connor McCauley joins us now live in the studio with the latest on this investigation. Connor.
Thanks, Jill and Dennis. Police are still unsure on why this shooting took place and why this convenience store was chosen, but hope to answer those questions with the help from victims.
2 men were the victims of a shooting early Tuesday morning at the South Avenue Market off of Higgins and South Avenue. Missoula police responded to the incident at 3:48 in the morning.
When the officers arrived, they encountered 2 gunshot victims, both transported to the hospital. They also learned that 2 suspects had entered the store and had shot both victims before leaving again without making any demands.
Both victims were the only 2 people in the convenience store at the time of the shooting. One of the victims was an employee and was released after being treated at the hospital. The other victim, who is not an employee, is, according to officials, still in the hospital at this time, and his condition is unknown. The 2 suspects fled the scene before officers arrived and are both still at large.
One was described as being taller, in fact taller than 6 feet, fairly muscular, wearing a dark-colored hoodie. The other was similarly dressed with the hoodie and brandishing a handgun. Both suspects were said to be concealing their faces, and again, both left on foot and without making any such demands.
Because both suspects made attempts to conceal their faces, surveillance footage is proving to be difficult to use for MPD. With help from one of the victims, detectives hope to piece together a motive and the identity of the suspects.
We are looking at it right now. At this point, it doesn't appear like there's a possibility of identification of either suspect with it. However, we're continuing to review that with our victim who has been released from the hospital and seeing if we can piece together not only what happened in its entirety, but any possible reason that these 2 may have selected this particular place and these 2 individuals.
The motives to this incident are still in question, and police will continue to update us as they learn more. Back to you.
All right, Connor, thank you. If you have any information about the incident, you are encouraged to contact law enforcement. Sandpoint, Idaho police have identified the officers and the suspect involved in a shooting early yesterday morning. Officers Michael Hutter